Thanks for joining us on ProBrick exclusive YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed already, do subscribe. Ring the bell for more of this amazing content. If you like the video, press like and share it later at the end.
What about me? Some women give me a hard time because I wrote a book for men. How to get laid on Tinder.
Like, how fucking stupid are blokes? Could you imagine buying that book? Come on, guys.
Wanted to share some tips and ideas for men on communicating with women, how to ask for BJs nicely, what's the first message you should write to a woman when you match, what happens when she ghosts you, what can you do, just covering
What do you do when you ghost her? You fucking kick it to the curb.
A lot of, practical stuff. Because a lot of guys out there have coming out of relationships or marriages might not know how to navigate the world of online dating. So it's probably not you.
You've got to be kidding. Like, what is it? Some kind of supernatural fucking sci-fi different way of life, is it?
But if you've got a mate who's maybe, got no idea, doesn't even know what photos to put up.
Well, honestly, how do you fucking get along with this kind of woman? Honestly.
Then you might want to shout him a book.
Oh, fuck, she's just trying to sell a comic book. Subscribe, ring the bell, like and share the video, guys.
Okay, online dating story number 3. This guy I met on one of the apps, as usual, and we started texting or messaging through the app, hit it off really well, liked him a lot, seemed really cool. Within a couple of days of that, we transferred over to texting. He's like, give me your number, I'll text. It's easier way to communicate. I'm like, okay, fine. The next day we started texting, or a couple days later we're texting, whatever, and within 5 minutes...
Fuck texting. Why can't you speak on the phone, guys?
...of being on my through text, he tells me that he's into voyeurism, and he likes it when people watch him pleasure himself. Before I could even respond, the videos start rolling through, and I got not 1, not 2, but 3 videos of him pleasuring himself.
Well, why would you do that? Why would you... Look, what's wrong with you guys? Honestly, she thinks it's a joke, and that's because it is.
Face and all. Full. Doesn't even know me. So, after...
And guys, these are the men these women are getting mixed up with. This is the carousel at its best. This is, like, honestly, these women that are going out onto the carousel into the dating world haven't got a clue what they're getting themselves into. All the good people are gone. The dating world's full of the leftovers and the people that have made bad choices and really have nothing to offer the fucking world.
After that, I didn't know what to say, but it just sort of turned into this, you're going to have to like for part 2 because I'm not going to fit this all in.
Okay, well, let's find part 2. Couldn't find part 2 to that video, but I did find this, guys. This is what these women are dealing with.
Online dating story number 4.
They're fucking sluts, a lot of these Sheilas.
This one's pretty quick. Messaged, I think it was a...
Fucking see so many blokes.
I can't even remember now. Anyway, we hit it off. We were chatting, got along good. He said, hey, you're really cute. I said, hey, you're not so bad yourself. He said, do you want to go out for coffee sometime? And I said, yeah, that sounds good, after we chatted for a while.
See, they'll go out, these women will do anything if they're in the right mood. They'll fucking endanger themselves, they'll get everybody else's fucking semen inside them. Look, it's a mess out there, guys.
He said, good, I just want to let you know that I think I should let you know that I'm married. My wife decided she no longer wants any intimacy, and I decided that I just feel like I'm too young to not have intimacy in my life any longer. So, needless to say, we didn't get coffee.
And she thinks that's a joke. See, that's just a sign of a really sick, crook woman. But you blokes that are married that aren't getting intimacy, you got to sort that shit out, guys. Like, why? What haven't you resolved? What's wrong in the marriage? Resolve the trouble. Resolve yourself. You've got to find resolve. You can't go on with that crap in your marriage. How are you supposed to get anywhere? Resolve the issues before the issues resolve you. You don't know how these women live. You don't know what they're about. You don't know where they come from. You don't know how they've been raised. You don't know what's going on, guys. Subscribe, ring the bell, press the button. Let's get on with it.
So tell me what you put in your dating profile as a
Look at
disclaimer
this.
that you are.
You call that an example?
I just put up full body photos that accurately depict what I look like. Straight size people don't have to put up disclaimers that they're straight size. So plus size people shouldn't have to put up disclaimers that they're plus size. If you swipe on me and you can't tell by my multiple full body photos that I'm fat, you're an idiot and maybe you should go see an eye doctor.
So
Oh, God, guys. Honestly, this is what you're dealing with out there. I got no sympathy for these people. It's a circus out there, guys. Subscribe, ring the bell, like the video, and share, please.
If you're single, you've probably experienced benching. Benching is when a person that you've been seeing or talking to suddenly kind of pulls away a little bit. They don't ghost completely, but they pull away and they're less likely to go out with you or to initiate conversation.
Women do this all the time to blokes because they've got so many choices. They've got hundreds of blokes in their direct message box. They're scouting around for the one that they think's going to, turn them on the most. And the other guys just, what I call, what you've probably heard before, are orbiters. They just orbit around in limbo for these women. Now, she's trying to call it benching. Well, yeah, you call it whatever you like, but the women are the worst for it.
Now, how I would handle this situation is very different if I were seeing them in person versus just chatting with them online.
Well, you don't know how
I'll
many
explain.
women how many blokes
if I had
these
been
women
dating
are
somebody
banging.
in person and then they benched me, I would be pretty offended and it would be offensive because it technically means that whatever you had in person wasn't strong enough for them to continue a relationship with you.
Now, that's not offensive. That's just the way it goes because a lot of these Sheilas are picking the wrong blokes. And they're going, nah, you don't suit me. They're choosing above their sexual market value, these women. They're trying to pick guys that are way beyond what they should have. I know that sounds crazy, but these Sheilas don't know how to pick the right guys. There's good guys floating all around them, and they're turning their nose up at them and going for the Chad. Now, this Sheila's trying to justify it all with words and...
Yet strong enough to keep you on the sidelines. So in this case, I would be done. However,
No, she wouldn't be done. If she liked the guy, she'll run around like a fucking chicken with its head cut off trying to get him until she's worn out, broken, and damaged.
I would handle it differently if I had just been talking to them online and we hadn't made that first initial in-person contact. In this case, I probably would give them some slack because we're all kind of doing the online dating thing and trying to feel each other out. So
We're all fucking talking to 100 people at once, trying to sift out the chaff from the wheat. And, it's just a circus, guys. I've got no sympathy for these people. Look at that face.
yeah,
God.
I would give them a second chance. If you're
That's exactly right. If these Sheilas like someone, they'll give them 100 chances. If they don't like you, they ain't hanging around, guys. You've got to understand this. You've got to get it in the head. If somebody don't like you, they ain't going to give you nothing. They're going to treat you like trash. Move on, man. Move on. And don't get caught up with them because they've got 100 guys floating around. They could be banging 3 blokes. You don't know. Guys, you don't know what you're getting yourself into. If you can make sense of this next one, you're a better man than I am. God.
Matching with the couples on Tinder just so I can ask the woman if the boyfriend would do the same for her if she would have asked to have a second man in the bedroom, because I really don't think that he would allow it.
So she's talking about the husband wanting a second woman in the bedroom and as opposed to another man in the bedroom. I don't recommend a third person in any relationship. Triangulation can often lead to murder.
And I'm so sick of seeing couples on there just looking for someone to spice up their life. And I'm not talking about poly. I'm talking about literally just a couple looking for a queer woman to use as a sex.
Okay, so she's a queer woman and she's obviously being used by a couple. And she's trying to get a message across that it's not good.
Spice thing in the
This is
bedroom.
what's
Like, I'm
going
so
on out
sick of
there.
seeing it, but I really want to know because I feel like these men would never do that. And it's because they don't see a woman being a threat to their relationship, but they see another man as it. And it's so invalidating and I'm so sick of it.
There are heaps of guys that get other men in to fuck their missuses. I can't see. What's it called? It's called, Jamie was telling me the other day. um, cucking. It's called cucking. And fuck that, man. You don't want to invite another man into the bedroom. That's just going to lead to severe trouble. The grass isn't greener on the other side, guys. I don't know how many times I have to say this. But these women are getting sold a false narrative that it's better out there. You'll find somebody better than him. All this, the next thing they're just up to their neck in fucking other guys' jizz and all the rest of it. They got nowhere to go. They're in limbo. They're on fucking medication, depressed, anxiety. Some commit suicide.
Hi, it's Lori Edison, the dating coach. Today I want to talk about dating. What is dating? And I'm asking this question because so many people confuse dating and relationships. They are not the same thing. A relationship happens after you date. First you date. It's the beginning. You're getting to know
You've got to be kidding me, haven't you? Are people that stupid today?
who that person really is. They're getting to know who you really are, not who you're projecting yourselves to be, not who you want the other person to be, but who that person really is. And you're also discovering if they have what you want. This is vital information before you decide if you want to enter into a relationship with somebody. So many people today, unfortunately, commit immediately, either through intimacy, starting a relationship, or giving that person.
Yeah, I agree. That's an absolute total mistake. But there's a lot of women that are getting ran through on the first date and they ain't getting no commitment off no one over and over again. And it's driving them into all sorts of psychosis.
Person all their time, canceling plans with friends to be with this person, putting them at the front and center of their life. These are still strangers. I promise you, if you follow this one rule, date, actually go on dates, get to know somebody before you start a relationship, it will save you so much trouble.
Well, God, who needs to know that? Come on. Come on, guys. Did you need to know that? Are you one of these people that just fucking fall in love at the smell of perfume? Hope not. Well, apparently dating over 50 is hard. Duh, you shouldn't be out there dating over 50. You should be settled.
Hey, TikTok family. So I haven't posted in a really long time
TikTok family, you've got to be, oh my God.
because the person I was posting with was my boyfriend up until recently. Today
Okay, so she or he has been kicked to the curb.
is the day he's coming over this morning to get some things from my house.
And probably fuck her.
One of them being a vehicle, so he has to come here to get that.
Oh, your excuses.
You know, I just wanted to get real with y'all. Like 2.5 years, like 2 years and 8 months we were dating, and I thought, this was it. I was widowed 5.5 years ago, and
Hang on. Look, that's unfortunate. You don't want anybody to be widowed. But once you're, this is what I've been saying, once you're out in the dating market, you're at the mercy of all sorts of dysfunction and immaturity and bentness that you'll never encounter anywhere else. I mean, if you want to go and see how fucking stupid the world is, go on the dating sites. You'll soon find out. But just because she's a widow doesn't mean she deserves any thing special. I dated a widow there for a while. Very sad, but it didn't mean anything. The woman was nuts.
We really took our time with this relationship, and those red flags you see in the beginning, you really need to pay attention to them. And these weren't huge red flags. They were very subtle red flags. But I've come to realize that he really doesn't know how to love.
Oh, it's him.
And
see how,
even though it felt
guys,
like he
see how it's him? How come it's him?
did. When you're in a committed relationship and you're talking about the future, and then all of a sudden your romantic feelings just kind of fizzle out temporarily, you don't quit. You don't give up. Not if you really love each other. And
Don't you? It depends on the circumstances. She all looks all innocent there at the moment, but she could be the biggest bitch you ever met.
what he did. He just gave up. He quit.
So she's been
sorry,
kicked
my
to the
hand's
curb.
shaking because I'm nervous. He's going to be here in a little bit. This dating after 50 thing is extremely hard, especially when you're a Christian woman that has high
Oh,
morals
she's a Christian woman with high morals. Come on, I'd like to be a fly on the wall.
and values. And, you don't want to just jump into bed with people.
Oh, well, hang on a sec. After 2.5 years, she reckons she hasn't jumped into bed. Do you believe that, Face? What a lie. What a lie.
So I'm just sharing
And
if
I'll
they're
tell you something too, guys. Listen to me. A lot of these Christian women, they'll put themselves out into the dating market world. They'll have sex, they'll get topped up, and then they'll cry, oh, my religion, I can't have sex, I can't do this. It's all bullcrap. It's all bullcrap. This Sheila would have been ran through.
other women out there like
And
me
she's
that
probably put on the brakes and he's gone, oh, fuck you.
feel like it's just really, really hard to put yourself out there again. I mean, I was widowed after 31 years of marriage, and then I gave 2.5 years to this man, and now it's like,
Well, how much space did she have between the loss of her husband and this relationship? Might be the $50,000-$60,000 question. Doesn't sound like none.
I don't even want to bother. This is just, it's just hard. I don't know. Do I have any sisters out there, or even some men that are feeling
Have
the
any
same way?
sisters out there? There's thousands of hundreds of thousands of videos of Sheilas like this that are getting ran through and kicked to the curb. Come on.
About dating after 50 and trying to find that person that
They're not
you
there at that age. Come on. When you get to, I'm 60, that person's not there. It's what you make it. Oh my God. If you get kicked to the curb as a woman, this is what I'm saying. Stay in your marriage. The grass isn't greener on the other side. You're nothing. You lose your value. Your value is built within the relationship. She put 2.5 years into somebody and never had any value at the end of it. She was just kicked to the curb.
click with and want to spend the rest of your life with, because I don't want to just date for the sake of dating. I want to be in a relationship. I want a companion. What do y'all?
Well, that's easy to say, but it may not necessarily happen, guys. Hey, guys, come on, subscribe to the channel, press the bell, like and share the video. It could help one of your mates out. This is Pro Bricky on the Pro Bricky exclusive YouTube channel out.